We do finally have an answer to the question, how big did they make their dicks? In the year of our Lord 2018, Haley Pet Harley released a dirty, filthy visual novel called GWL2, Both of You Fuck Like You Wanna Win. What does GWL stand for? I don't know, nor do I know what the subtitle's about, because it sounds like it implies some kind of sex competition, but that doesn't happen, at least not where I played. But even if I don't know those things, I do know that the best friends are in this game, and you can fuck them. Well, two of them. For whatever reason, Liam and Pat aren't an option, but Wooly and Matt are. I can't imagine who'd want to skip on these Cadillacs of men, but I'm sure the dev has their reasons. The story starts with our hero, Haley, wanting to be a pro wrestler, but the management doesn't think she's good enough and has her doing bitch work instead. Girl, work on those arms if you want to be a wrestler. With biceps like that, you couldn't wrestle a light bulb out of a toddler's mouth. You got two choices for bitch work. One which is keeping an eye on the ViewTubers, and another route that I won't talk about because the best friends aren't in it, and I want my clickbait to be accurate, damn it. So the crew appears, Kale, Ethan, Aiden, and Lucas. Now already I can hear the clattering of keyboards and the wails of, "That's not their names, that means it doesn't count." Well, accusatory Andy, I'm aware that you desperately want to continue living in the pre-Best Friends hentai universe. But it's 2020 now, and everybody's gonna get fucked. Even them. So aside from the characters looking the same, and having exceedingly similar personalities, and that the character names are purposely taken from David Cage games, which the group has a personal vendetta with. Jason! Outside of all that, I talked to the dev. He commented on one of my VNs, and we talked in DMs. Upon me asking if he was that guy that made the Two Best Friends parody game, he said, yeah. So there, it's real. Now back to this plot. So Haley's job is to make the Best Friends crew happy. No, not like that. She brings them snacks and stuff. A bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion. A quick note on actually making this game. The dev has a pretty good call by shading out the Best Friends that aren't talking, which is a really good idea when the screen is packed with so many characters. It's a nice little subtle touch to convey who's actually speaking. Good on him. That's custom. You have to do that on purpose. Then again, it's Rempe, so I don't know everything about it. Quick question, but during this, Pat asks for golf balls to throw at the wrestlers, and Haley acts like there's a snack called golf balls. Tried to Google to find out if it's some regional thing I'm not aware of, but all I found were chocolates and cakes that are shaped like golf balls, so maybe I'm missing something, something's flying over my head, but I don't know. I don't get it. After that, we get a diversion where we see Haley's boss not understand how internet advertising works. My IRL job is related to this, so this scene speaks to me on a spiritual level. Thank you for its inclusion. Anyway, Pat and Liam just kind of vanish between scenes. There's no reason given. It's probably because the dev didn't want to balloon scene length even longer than it already is. Whenever you have lots of characters in visual novels, or just anything in general, the more characters that are in a scene, the longer dialogue sequences tend to be, because if someone's in a scene, the audience expects them to say something, or at least have something to say, so yeah. It's a bit lazy to write them out this way, but I get why they're not here. Maybe you could have just had a thing where, I don't know, one of them gets a stomach cramp and the other one leaves with them. I don't know. It could have been anything, but they just chose nothing. More stuff happens, but I'm just gonna fast forward a bit. They end up going to a hotel with Wooly and Matt and Penelope. Penelope's a girl that works with Haley. She kinda got introduced before and I just didn't feel like mentioning it. No lie though, I think Penelope is way hotter than Haley. Maybe it's my preference for Afro girls, but Anyway, she fucks Wooly, and I know what you're thinking. And we do finally have an answer to the question, how big did they make their dicks? Now, I'm not gonna go game theory and try to get like a real-ass measurement, but it goes to their knees, so big enough.
That's fine.
Just check text.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So, anyway, whew, okay. Well, yeah. So what I was going to say was that,
The best friends cannot sue this game for defamation of saying their dicks are too small. I'll put it that way. And yes, I do have to censor this screen specifically because the text box is just transparent enough that you can kinda tell. Now, afterwards, Wooly has to bail on more sex to grab Marvel 3, which is canon to the Best Friends lore, so at least we know the dev did their homework.
Okay, fucking on the way over here to the midnight launch of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's Valentine's Day today, so at Ladle Grove, on my way here, I just happened to cross paths with two extremely hot bisexual girls that were coming from a Valentine's date. And they found me cute, and they started hitting on me, and it was really cool and awesome, and we were chatting it up, and on our way over here, it was all fine and dandy. And then, at some point, I was like, oh shit, LaSalle Metro, I need to go get my copy of Marvel 3 before they don't have any left. And immediately after getting up from the chair, I hated myself forever.
Penelope gets salty, goes over to Matt and Haley, but they're not actually fucking, they're watching Predator 2. Which is probably the most in-character thing for Matt in this entire game. I tried to ask him on Twitter. He didn't respond because who the fuck am I, but hey, I tried. More sex happens that I can't show you, so just fast forward. And then Matt leaves to go get Marvel as well, which... that did happen. He did have the threesome and then get the game on time, so yes, that's accurate.
A couple hours ago, I was on my way here, and I happened to cross paths with two extremely hot bisexual girls. So I take them back, you know, I fuck them stupid. It's amazing. Everyone should, and I immediately pat myself on the back, right?
This is then followed by Liam coming in with Pat, who is furious by the lesbians in their hotel room, and he kicks them both out. And that's pretty much it. There's more to the game. I skipped a lot of stuff, but as a creator of games like this, I would at least like to leave enough of the imagination that, you know, it incentivizes people to check it out themselves. So, yeah, you can just find this game on Newgrounds for free. You don't have to do anything. No download or nothing. The weirdest part, honestly, is there's 3 games in GWL's series. The first one is an EXE file only, the second one is only on Newgrounds, and the third one is also an EXE file only. So, because I have a Mac and it's a pain in the ass to run EXE files, I didn't bother playing the first or the third one yet. So, I don't know what those are about, but you can figure it out pretty easily if you got a Windows. But, yeah. Check it out for yourself. I listed the title. You can just Google it, GWL2. It's on Newgrounds. I don't think I can link to it on YouTube. I feel like Susan will get mad and ban me. But, yeah. Also, no minors. Minors, get the fuck out of this channel. Don't come, please.